Hey, everybody, waiting out there in the YouTube land, which I'm not sure how many of you there are, to be honest, because I don't have my source monitor up yet. But hello, nonetheless. I am joined today by Miss C. Laneous of Miss C. Laneous.
Hello.
Yes, my good friend. And today,
I'm waving.
okay, I'll believe you. Um, and yeah, so I guess just to start this one off, we're going to be commenting on a video that you made, but is technically a Chadwick Jones video. So you kind of want to go into the backstory of that one?
Oh, yeah, totally. I was hoping we would. This was some idea I had for an April Fool's Day bit between our channels, and I'm sure there's a very good chance this was at least a subconscious ripoff of Doug Walker doing a similar thing where he had different characters appearing in the wrong shows, like Nostalgia Critic doing on Ask That Guy or the Bum
Yeah,
Review.
yeah.
Yeah, so that sort of thing. But like, yeah, so
I
we
I,
did each other's things for April Fools, cause yay, funny.
I was thinking
With
it was a ripoff of when him and Phalis kind of switched positions that one time. Do you
oh
remember when
yeah,
like Phalis did a view
yeah,
of
the
him?
Child's
Yeah,
Play video. Yeah, right.
yeah.
Yeah.
But we could be
Well,
ripping off many different things. We're clever that way.
yeah, I know. Doing a review show that like I totally wasn't ripping off Doug Walker with that.
No, no, absolutely not.
Yeah, it's not
We're
like even
completely
said in my
original.
first episode that it was a shameless ripoff. So yeah, so of course you did the Thunderpants video as my characters.
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
I went with Snowbeast. I decided to go for a schlocky monster movie. I think I considered the movie Blood and Chocolate because I'd heard off like it's a friend's least favorite movie that he's seen,
Yeah. So,
and yeah, it's some werewolf movie I think, but I couldn't find it or whatever.
so,
I
so did
rem-
you just so were you like trying to pick a horror movie specifically because like that's the kind of stuff I like, or what was your
yeah, because
methodology
like you
there?
had a tendency to do schlocky horror movies or monster movies, whatever, like octopuses or crocodile ones and
Yeah,
things. Yeah, I
yeah. Because with me picking yours, like you do a lot of kid stuff and also some like
yeah,
musical based things. And I knew if I picked something musical based, I would have very little to say on it. So I decided to just go with the kids one.
yeah. I remember what I don't remember if this was something I was considering for this or for one of my own things. The something with like there was some movie I found where it was like the president got bitten by a werewolf.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
maybe it was being considered for my channel or something, and I never got around to that. But I don't know. I somehow found Snowbeast, and I went with that.
All right. Yeah, yeah, it's a decent choice.
Yeah,
I certainly hadn't heard of it beforehand, but
yeah.
uh,
It
I,
was
I
fun one day, like sort of like hanging out in the sort of green room back at the theater building where I did college, and there was some DVD set with a bunch of old like low budget horror movies like the original Little Shop or whatever, and Snow Beast was on there.
oh
That
boy,
that was wonderful. Uh, so yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
The,
got it. Even like
didn't
there are times where I've accidentally referred to Smallfoot as Snow Beast.
did, didn't you say that like that same green room also had a copy of The Point or like the CD
Yes,
of it?
yeah,
Yeah.
it had a VHS of The Point.
That's great. All right. So, I guess with the backstory out of the way on that one, I guess
Yeah, I
we'll.
mean, yeah, just saying, like, with this one, there was some weird shit with the audio. I don't know how or why. I think it was something to do with however I obtained the footage or downloaded the footage or whatever. So some weird things where like the audio would get skippy or quieter or just be gone altogether, which, ugh, wish that hadn't happened.
Yeah, I think both of us encountered problems when making our reviews, although my one ended up far worse, which was that YouTube kept like slamming it down for copyright reasons,
Yeah.
and it was
Yeah.
delayed by like a
Yeah,
year.
the editing process and its stressors are a factor in why I haven't really been making videos anymore.
Well, see, man, that's why you need to invest a solid $30 a month to get Adobe Premiere Pro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get Adobe Premiere Pro on your computer today with its many features of features. And
Or maybe I'll find someone who can edit for me.
see, there's that. There's that as well.
Yeah.
So your show isn't officially canceled then, it's just in a very long hiatus?
Something like that. Like indefinite hiatus, maybe?
Oh, okay.
Like I know there's an idea or two I'd like to do, but yeah, that's the state of things.
Alright, fair enough. So yeah, with that, I'll screen share here and I'll try not to screen share the link here. We'll be using Watch Together this time.
Yeah.
Screen share. Luckily, Hangouts lets you do the application window and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do it this way. F11 that, and then going to Alt Tab to Google Hangouts to screen share it like such. Oh, whoops. That's the wrong one. That is not what I intended to do. Application window of the Watch Together. There
Yeah.
you go,
Do
Glenn.
do 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 do. You open this app with the key of imagination. Yeah, I don't know. It looked infinite.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But funny thing is, this seems to be the only way I can show like movies and stuff like I'm wanting to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, for some reason they're getting rid of Hangouts on Air by 2019. That's what Google said. So
Well, crap.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, gonna have to use an encoder after that, and the encoder is the main reason all those streams failed for me earlier. So,
Mm.
ooh. Oh well,
Ooh.
we'll do it. We can work with this from the time being.
Yeah.
So yeah, feel free to pause at any time if you need to. We'll be watching this.
Yeah, so this is of course your actual title card, which
Yeah,
helps.
yeah,
Which I guess I love when stuff like that helps with a fake out.
yeah, exactly. Um, so yeah, so I did a similar thing with yours. I think I took your intro, but of course I also put in something with Alex at the beginning.
Yeah,
We're
but
going through that storyline.
yeah, I think you made your own like sort of version of whatever cards I used, whereas I just took an actual one from one of your videos.
Oh, okay. Well, that works.
Authenticity!
Yay! Oh yeah. Well, I suppose one more thing to ask, like, when you were going into this, because when I was making my version of your video, I was thinking of it as sort of a roast. Like, I directly make fun of several things in your
Yeah.
videos a lot. What
Yeah, it is
was?
kind of interesting that, yeah.
Yeah. So what
I
was
mean, like
your
the
like?
difference in it.
Yeah, yeah,
I
exactly.
mean,
So what? Well, yeah.
I'm sure I would have had some stuff in there, but looking back on it, I think I seem to lean more towards deep cuts.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like getting in all these different characters and references to videos you've made.
All right.
Like
All right.
like even stuff that didn't get entirely made, as we'll discover.
Yeah. Yeah. So, with that, let's get this started. Where you get to remake my intro.
Yeah, was it you sent me a message when you got the video saying that you checked out the opening out of curiosity and it was magical.
Yeah.
I feel like I have some sort of weird knack for doing shot-by-shot recreations of things like this or that Frankenstein trailer thing I did years ago. That that video is probably one of the best things I've ever made.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. It was
Yeah, it
because
was
I got to play Frankenstein in
yeah,
there.
you were the monster. The DVDs I had back there were the Tom and Jerry movie and Howard the Duck.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah, I think the thing I enjoy most about this is that you don't do the freeze frames because movie maker can't do that, so you just
at
stand
least
still.
not well.
Yeah, so It works though. It works fine.
Yeah, and I can't, obviously, I couldn't put the things in Hippie's eyes or do the thing of everyone together.
Yeah, yeah. And I also like it's like the total inversion there, where you bring up the water bottle to your mouth and you don't even drink from it.
Yeah. Reference to your old catchphrase.
Yeah.
Uh, it's fittingly, this is the room you would sleep in when you stayed over, whenever you stayed over.
Yeah, yeah.
And the layout doesn't match, but hey, what you gonna do with cinematography?
Yeah, you can't exactly use my old set, can you? It's not like I use yours,
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Just for what it's worth, just gonna throw it out there now. Like, at some point, like when you showed up, like bef- like shortly before this was made, and we watched Doogie Loves, and surprisingly, it was not a pleasant experience for me to watch.
Wow.
Like, it wasn't so bad it's good, it was so bad it's bad.
So yeah, we have totally
Yeah.
different opinions on it.
Yeah, I was hoping it would be so bad it's good. I
Yeah.
remember the Meddler being really fun to play. And yeah, there was supposed to be the Piccolo theme in his scenes, but audio bullshit.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Let's see. I have an angel's cap backwards because I know I had an angel beanie somewhere, but I couldn't find it. And obviously, I don't have an eye patch handy.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
when I remade Chadwick's costume, I didn't actually cut a hole in his original beanie. I got a new beanie, like a plaid one that looks similar to it, and I specially ordered an Angel's A to glue onto it, and
Yeah.
I got that.
So another. One of the first deep cuts, or one of the early deep cuts, is what is it? There's a reference about Snoop Lion in that Marvin scene, and that was a reference to your Scary Movie 5 video where you mentioned Snoop Lion.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
barely remember that. It's been so
Yeah.
long.
I didn't even know Snoop Lion was a thing. I thought it was just like Snoop Dogg, except he's a lion. Like, that
But
seemed like the
yeah,
sort of level of comedy that
yeah.
stuff would do.
As I recall, that was just a fad that Snoop Dogg went through
Yeah.
for a little bit, where he
Yeah.
went for a Snoop Lion. Then it was like Snoop Dragon for a bit, and then it's
Uh,
just back to Snoop Dogg now.
yeah.
Which that's better. I know who Snoop Dogg is.
My introduction to Snoop Dogg was when he voiced a dog in the movie Racing Stripes.
Wow, I didn't even
Yeah.
know that movie existed.
Yeah, something with like a zebra who becomes a racehorse.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that movie. Yeah, that wouldn't work very well.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg was barely in it anyway, but okay, back to the things. And of course, Mendler mispronounced Snowbeast like he mispronounced crocodile.
Crocodile. Yeah.
Yeah, Snowbeast!
I
This,
actually really like that pronunciation. That's how I
yeah,
normally refer to the movie now, as I call it Snowbeast.
yeah. Let's see, this was before I kind of may have damaged my voice, so it would have been easier then to do the Meddler falsetto.
Oh boy.
Um, I think this is around the point where he goes, Moo! Fimeka! Variation on ooh!
Yeah, yeah. It's like you regress because I use Movie Maker for season 1, but not for season 2. So you had to go
Yeah.
back in time.
So, of course, Meddler just messes with everything.
Yeah.
See, setting up the Jurassic Park joke later.
And of course, this whole thing totally messes with my storyline, but it's not canon anyway. Who
Yeah.
cares? And I think
Oh,
we make
yeah.
fun of that anyhow.
Yeah, it's a non-canon one. Yeah, so I got my own little my own little Codemon double there.
Yeah, it's like a little shark,
Yeah,
stuffed animal.
some little shark. I think we named it Minnow. It's like it squeaks. Maybe it's a dog toy.
Huh.
Or maybe it was a carnival prize or something. I don't remember. The point is, it works.
Yeah.
I had a
Yeah.
shark thing.
Well,
So
I don't even remember exactly where I got Coatmon from. I think it was a gift from my aunt, from SeaWorld. But like that's the most I got. I have no idea where it actually
okay.
came from. I haven't been able to find a duplicate of him anywhere.
Are we able to back this up a touch? Or...
Yeah.
I think I accidentally backed it forward.
Oh, that's fine.
Wait. Yeah, good enough. Let's see. So I just wanted to comment on something, but not what I was going to comment on. But I think that's a Girl Scout handbook that was in that room for whatever reason.
All right, from when you were in the Girl Scouts.
Hmm.
Well, if you were, I would like the cookies. So that's all I'm saying. You...
Okay, so yeah, this was written by the same guy who wrote the movie Psycho. Like 17 years after Psycho. But
like, wasn't Psycho based on a book?
Yeah.
Was it the same
But
guy?
Hey, a shared writer is a shared writer.
I guess so.
I recall Don's voice being tough on the vocals.
Don's voice is tough on the vocals.
Yeah. And of course, referenced like Anne Marie from that last Christmas video. And I made it so Anne Marie is actually that woman from one of the Dragon Ball videos who's looking directly into the camera.
Yeah, just trying to tie everything together.
Yeah, deep cuts.
I didn't mention this in my spoiler video, but I actually was planning at some point of making this somewhat canon. And the Meridale John Gibbard pairing.
Yeah, I remember you like that pairing.
Oh shit, I also forgot to mention that I was going to make Meridale into a Red Lantern, but I forgot. I didn't write that down in my notes for some reason.
Yeah. See, with this one, like, I tried to make the summaries and the clips from the movie more succinct than I normally would have, because you tended to be a bit more succinct or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, probably for the best, makes it smoother.
Although I've definitely changed up the style in the season 3 episode.
Yeah.
Oh. oh yeah, but speaking of the Dawn voice, I actually had to shoot the Pixies episode in 2 days. I was allotted 1, but I had to shoot in 2 because when I did Dawn's part, it totally shredded my vocals, and I couldn't do any more after that. And his part of the song, I had to reshoot like 5 or 6 times, and that was the best I got it because his voice is so gravelly and nasty sounding that it's hard to get it to sound good.
Hey, Frosty returns.
That is mostly you, though, isn't it? I think I referenced it once in one of my videos where I
probably
said, like,
yeah, that's more of a me reference.
But it works anyway. It's really fast and it makes me laugh.
Yeah, I mean, Frosty Returns just makes me laugh in general.
Yeah.
What's up? Meridale classic, but I forgot to have a towel.
Oh no.
That's I don't think I realized that till later, much later, obviously, but it was so close.
That's a classic Dyercentral thing to have people wearing towels for no reason. Although, to be fair, did season 2... Oh yeah, season 2 Meridale did have a towel. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I remember you... Like, this is obviously a parody of Puppy Hour, the original one.
Yeah.
But, like, you really extended this more than I did in the original one.
Well, yeah, that's also obviously part of the joke, just extending it even more, like going even longer.
It was already designed to be long and bad. Why make it
precisely?
No. It's like the part in the Thunderpants
There's
review
the guy
where
from Snow Dogs.
It's like the part in the Thunderpants review where I make fun of that laugh you make where you loop your laugh.
Laughing forever. Like, if I had continued with Mist, I definitely would have been cutting back on those sorts of huge laugh out loud things.
Well, like, I think the only problem with that is that it's very obviously looped, and you can hear it. And that's what I was making fun of when I did that. Like, I was trying to recreate your laugh exactly when I did it like that. but just have it go on eternally and make fun of the fact that it's obviously looping and all that.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there was supposed to be like a cuckoo clock sound effect that makes Meridale realize, oh, we're out of time. And then I think that was also supposed to happen with Dyer later, but yeah, sound being shitty.
A lot of sound mix-ups, yeah.
Yeah, and this was also a chance to, give a little introduction to the Mrs. Rill exposition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not Betty White, is it? It's hard to tell the resolution's really crap.
No, it's Sylvia Sidney, I believe is the name. It's a Juno from Beetlejuice.
Okay.
Yeah. Ain't that quite a crazy shared credit? Oh God, Meridale.
Yeah.
Yeah, someday I seriously may write a stage musical adaptation of this movie. I want to.
Yeah, Meridale is very, very interesting in how that happens. But like honestly, there's some parts that I'm like sad that I won't get to do now. Like overall, I still think it's a good idea that I canceled it, but one of them is like Meridale getting interviewed by a Panther interrogator. Because I can just think of so many ways that can go like really fucked up and creepy.
Yeah. I feel like I tried to emulate you as well, but I think partially subconsciously I was also very influenced by Tony Goldmark's sense of humor, aka Some Jerk with a Camera. Yeah, like that weird, bizarre, non sequitur style of humor, and with stuff like Meridale and the John Gibbert scene later, there's definitely some influence from his Kill Bosby character. I'll go into more detail on there when we get to that scene. But
that was actually a half decent stunt there, where he fell over on the skis and stuff. Yeah. That looked all right.
That was the best Ordinary Man bit, I'd say. Just the timing of it.
I think Ordinary Man has more screen time here than he has in any of my episodes.
What, including his own video?
Well, obviously his own video is the same, but like in the Chadwick Jones chronology, I think he has more screen time here than anywhere else.
Did he ever show up in Chadwick?
He got killed by Meridale in that Barney episode, but that's about it.
Yeah, so it would be more. I'm pretty sure I was referencing that episode by having like him kill himself off screen later. Like later on, we have people dying. Oh, there's Brain Surgeon.
Yeah.
So if this were the actual setup, Chadwick would be looking at Surgeon's profile, and Surgeon would just be looking off to the side.
Kind of. He'd be looking more diagonally, but yeah. And also, I guess you'd have to be wearing one of your wigs.
Oh, there's
and that lab coat.
Mr. Dyer.
Yeah. I like how you like bloom the colors to try and do some sort of amalgamation of what it is.
Yeah.
When in reality,
he says Ray and Wrexham, which is of course Mr. Dyer backwards.
Yeah. But I just love in the original Mr. Dyer shorts, the lighting's literally just that bad. It's not an effect.
Yeah, that piece of lighting. Let's see. Brain Surgeon is answering a question about a sheep because New Zealand.
Oh yeah, you keep fitting all these references in there, don't you?
Yeah.
Definitely very different interpretations of the gag here. That might have been the exact same template because it was from Windows Movie Maker where I got that from.
I'm sure I would have made sure it was the exact same if I would. Yeah. I know that explosion was some from Wallace and Gromit YTP, so I don't know what it's actually from, but that's just where I got it. I'm sure I've used it on my channel as well.
It works.
It works. That's why I use it. Old Man Dyer's cane is a Rainmaker stick.
Well, he is deeply spiritual, that Old Man Dyer.
Yeah.
Did you happen to watch
Make it rain, baby!
Did you happen to watch the spoiler stream? Do you know, like,
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he loves the ladies. He's a very spiritual person. So yeah, I used to tell you that Old Man Dyer's the key to all of this, but yeah,
rings a bell. See, the first of 2 South Park references, and the audio worked on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure it's just sugar or something.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty nice interpretation of Henry Hippie to say.
Thanks.
You do his voice very well.
Yeah. An explanation for the hair being different.
Yeah. Honestly, I think you give him more character than I did.
So yeah, I remember there was a question of like trying to, do whatever voices that creature. Like, yeah, I remember you liked that gag. But yeah, the thing of like trying to do whatever silly voices like that. Like, ooh, I'll follow them, but also trying to make it sound like you doing a silly voice.
Yeah, so it's like a layered kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, another Markian bit with like this phrasing, most incrediblest acting in a moving pictorial.
Yeah, that's very much Tony Goldmark.
Yeah. The kid, of course, had to include him.
Oh yeah.
The bit from Guys and Dolls that made you cackle because of Sinatra's acting. And the words you used, the literal words you used to describe Morgan Spurlock in your top 5 worst movies video.
That I actually say that, I guess. It's what you said, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I made sure that to use a clip of him vomiting. And of course, the winner goes to Brave, and then the sound of the crowd cheering is horrible thanks to this sound crap.
Yeah. Oh, Brave. Yeah. Brave.
Yeah.
Brave is always going to be a joke to me. That's something that'll never go away.
I just love the one thing of you like, what's up with the fucking bears? Was it this voice I came up with for the Snowbeast? I fucking love it so goddamn much. It just came to me while I was watching the movie, and I freaking love it. Don't mind me! Like, I remember like watching the trailer for the Goosebumps movie, and the Yeti shows up, and in my mind, I'm just like, it's the Snowbeast!
That is pretty good, yeah. I think after watching the Red Letter Media thing on Suburban Sasquatch, I now have a totally different interpretation. Great episode. Highly recommend it. Oh, it's adorable.
Yeah. I love that with the arms in the window.
Yeah.
Was that? I put in a Tigtone reference here.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Tigtone.
Yeah. And even without the whole, referencing references you like, it works on its own.
Well, yeah, but the good thing about Tigtone is you can take a lot of stuff out of context, and it's so funny, even by itself.
Yeah. We can eat the loot.
Boots exit. I quote it to my friends all the time, and it's so great.
I love that. Let's shake hands through the window.
Yeah.
Maybe that was a reference to the Barney stinger you made for my Alice video where he bites the head on the line with a kiss from me to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, some more audio issues here that go in quiet and then go and just out for a moment. And of course I referenced this whole reference to your comments on stop motion.
Yeah.
Like Lux Trolls video, I think. And of course the bit, because I remember when I was first watching this and first watching this, my mother ended up watching a bunch of it as well, and this moment of the old woman being like, the crown! That's still a running joke between us to this day.
When it's very obviously a piece of cheap plastic too. That's the really funny part.
I mean, I touch on this in here, of course. You just gotta love how of all the things, that's what you're worried about.
Yeah.
And it gets all the so much focus. The crown! The crown! So yeah, amusing when there was that series called The Crown.
Really? I don't know about that.
I don't show it in this, but even like when she's on the stretcher to get into the ambulance, she's still holding on to the remains of the crown. Let's see. I pull out a sword here. It was from the set of a play I had been in the previous semester, like where like there were a bunch of swords that were part of the set, and we got to keep one. So it was a chance to give Dyer a sword.
What was that, like a paper or what was it?
Wood.
It was wood? Okay.
Yeah, it was supposed. Yeah, it was this platform and was kind of inspired by the throne from Game of Thrones, the sword throne.
Okay.
Yeah. And earlier, of course, threw in I am Dylan.
Yeah, and right
here.
If
we're gonna do just keep the inverse going.
So yeah, there's a major audio thing going on right now.
Yeah. It goes to red like in Snowbeast. There's
the commercials. That's pretty good too.
Yeah, of course. That yeah. I just love the delivery of "That's not my name." Yeah. See this bit with all the red backgrounds with the yellow letters. I swear it fucked with my eyes. Like after that, I think like, okay, it's things like that can be a bit harder on my eyes than normal. And this is, of course, a parallel to the Brick and Brackenberry soda thing.
Yeah, but this was taken from Back to the Scooter.
Back to the Scooter. So this whole thing with from Back to the Scooter and scene never filmed, that's not a joke. That is a scene that we never filmed, because in Back to the Scooter, that's great. The idea was that Mayor Goldie Wilson was going to replace the clock tower with a McCarl-style Chick-fil Sonic Subbucks King in and out in the box in association with Taco Schnitzel Hut.
Yep. I still plan on making that someday, believe it or not. I know it's really dumb, but that's the reason I'm going to make it someday.
I'm not going to use the exact same script, is it? Because the stuff with Strickland, I really don't want out there.
It was a different time, Rob.
Yeah. Nevertheless, I'm pretty sure.
To be honest, I'm surprised. I at this point, I think I might get James Gunned at a certain point with the stuff I did with Meridale and all that. So I'm not too worried about it.
Meridale was supposed to be offensive, though.
Yeah. But there's. If you want to really go deep into some of the dire situations, I say some stuff where I'm like, if you're somebody with bad intentions, you could really take that out of context and James Gunn me pretty easy.
Let's see. There was a shot of the rainforest. If your kid reads so many books, we'll also destroy another 5 square feet of the rainforest. I'm sure that was supposed to be in that same bit where you talk about Super Size Me, you mentioned that you don't like what McDonald's does to the rainforest.
Yeah. That is a real thing. Although I haven't. This is something I learned in high school, and as I have learned over the years, if you learn it in high school, it's half the time it's not true. So I should look into it. Not that it's definitely not true, but I should put some research into it before I put that out there again.
Yeah. There was a line earlier about a homophobia sandwich. I mean, I still really like that line, and I think I put it in this video because it was a chance to use that line, but I do feel like I shouldn't have put it in one of your videos. I should have just kept it in one of my things. You could be a lucky bastard.
I don't remember the line, to be honest.
Yeah, I say the homophobia sandwich tastes like chicken.
Oh.
Let's see, we have this bit here where I put all the slogans together, and it was difficult. I think it was with Starbucks where they didn't really have a slogan, but they have a mission statement. So it's where the mission statement is yada yada yada.
May cause consumers to die 3 times simultaneously. That's great.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, what was it? There was also a RoboCop reference in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where the sock says, "I'll buy that for $1."
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of the few bits of RoboCop I know.
We should watch that sometime. It'll be
I
great.
know. I know. I want to see it. I should see it at some point. Oh, if you notice, like, if you pay attention to the clock behind Old Man Dyer, like, between this scene and when we saw, only 1 minute has passed. Like, because earlier it said 11:02 when we saw him before, and when we see him next, it says 11:03.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Let's see. There's a bit with an album cover coming up that I still enjoy, like just the visual and the title mixed with the Amish Paradise music. It works well.
Yeah.
It's just a delightful non sequitur.
Ah, yes, the Amish Paradise, originally known as Gangster's Paradise, the famed
Which I
song
parody
for
in one
this.
of my videos.
Yeah, the famed song of the new Sonic movie.
Yeah, and Gangster's Paradise was based on was a reworked version of a Stevie Wonder song.
Yeah. Well, here's the funny thing. You know how like the guy who made Gangster's Paradise didn't appreciate the Weird Al song because he thought it was
And
too
it's in the
serious
Sonic
to be
trailer.
parodied, but it's in the
Yeah.
Sonic trailer.
Yeah. And yeah, like I said, I parody Gangster's Paradise in one of my own videos with the Archibald Snatcher cover album.
Yeah.
Good times.
I think I really enjoyed that. I think I repeated that one several
Yeah,
times.
was it like I remember you wanted a Archibald Snatcher cover album.
Yeah.
Because
it was a good impression, and it was pretty funny.
Yeah, I just, especially back then, I loved impersonating that character. Let's see.
Yeah, big
So
Box
if this
Troll
wasn't
fan.
clear, OMD escapes from the Pointed Man by taking off into space.
Yeah.
Let's see. So much of this movie is skiing footage.
Well, gee, I wonder if it's something relatively easy for them to film, and it can pad it out to 90 minutes, or however.
Was it 90 minutes?
80 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever it was.
There's the guy from the Mr. Dyer's Treasure video.
Yep.
Okay, Snowbeast is like 85 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, so I figured
everyone's dying.
Feature length.
Oh, wait, no, we weren't at that part yet.
What about that crown indeed?
I'm all about that crown. All about that crown. There's the Snowbeast again.
Yeah, that's a good impression. I like that.
Yeah. I mean, it was too easy. The lumberjack joke, it's too easy to not use. And then, yeah, of course, call it out.
Oh my god, it's like the aliens from
I kind of comment here, watch the antlers. They hit the wife on the head, and I kind of commented on. They gave her, the actress got a concussion from that, I think.
Oh my god.
Sheriff Paraday, who I keep calling stuff like Sheriff Spoof and satire or whatever. Like, if I do make it a musical, I'm just gonna call him Sheriff Day. Ease it up. Let's see. Come up to a fun Batman reference. Here comes
yeah.
the other South Park bit, which the audio didn't work, which, because it would have been a good bit. I mean, yeah, I worked in the text about Meddler interfering, but still, it would have been funny.
What was the audio gonna have been?
It was Cartman ziplining. He's like, I'm so fucking bored!
Yeah, that would have been good.
Yeah, and then, of course, this bit referencing the issues that plagued Extreme Mini Golf and of course, Hooray for Sandy Claus, which, like, I've cooled on that song since, since you first used that.
Oh, yeah. I like that song. I still do. It's catchy. It's really catchy.
Yeah. Flashback to Torg's head almost falling off during curtain call.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, if you live anywhere near the Maverick Theater in Fullerton and you can try and see their Santa Claus Conquers the Martians play, catch it. Good times.
Yeah, it's super fun. I've seen it like twice. It's great.
Yeah, I catch it every other year.
Yeah.
Fun gag with being stabbed with the ski. I'm sure I'm ripping off a Simpsons joke there. Like,
that's okay. I do it too.
Yeah, it's like in particular, it's when they were doing Hamlet and Ralph is Laertes and he gets a practice stab and he stabs himself. And yeah, that gag makes me crack up every time. So it's
classic Simpsons is really tight.
Yeah. And thankfully, the stabbing sounds came out in this video. Like the couple times where I work in a stabbing sound, they work.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then
Oh.
I don't remember how much of this rant was actually scripted.
Oh, here's where you take off your shirt and we see your pecs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because you can't get all the tape off quickly enough, I think.
Yeah, the shirt was kind of taking it off was kind of an in the moment decision, yeah.
Whoop woo.
Yeah, 2015 body, please, back. Yeah, it's weird, like, you've lost weight, I've gained weight.
Yay, you found my weight.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not quite where you were before, but yeah, like I wouldn't be taking the shirt off now. Yeah, what great ghost effects.
Yeah, well, it's what you could do.
Precisely. See, coming up is a bit where I reference your breaking point from Beneath the Mississippi, where like, who was that guy? Why was he there? What's his story? I don't know. I hate this movie. Ah!
Yeah. Although, to be honest, I stole that from Spoonie.
Oh, okay.
That was another stolen joke. I forget what he used that in, but there was something where he got, I hate this movie! Ah! And he screams and it cuts to like, Spoonie needs to take his meds.
Yeah. Well, I love how this impression of you doing the bit turned out.
Yeah,
like,
it worked.
The high-pitched moments. Here it comes. And I love that I'm directing it towards a barn instead of a movie. I'm sure there was supposed to be banjo music under the rancher.
Yeah.
Like, playing throughout this scene.
Oh, you used his catchphrase, yes, I live and breathe.
Oh, yeah, of course.
If I had continued this on, that line could have gone, like, really creepy.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. Yeah. And then, of course, I used the rancher to foreshadow Bobbly Wobbly, because you hadn't done the Oogie Loves video yet.
I love Bobbly Wobbly.
There's even a moment where I do the same delivery as him, was it? Where I say, you'll find out soon enough, which is like Bobbly saying, you're in the right place. Even the head
you're
movement.
in the right place.
Yeah, even the head movement.
Oh, yeah. Wobble when you wiggle, when you wibble wobble too. God damn it, why do I have that memorized?
I'm not really left-handed.
Oh my god. Well, to be fair, Chadwick Jones only becomes left-handed after the the amplifier breaks in his head.
Yeah.
He's right-handed before that.
If I recall right, I tried to get footage of the actual President Rock,
Because
but
the original President Rock is at your house, right?
yeah, it's from some rock in my backyard and just some big rock that's there. But I think it didn't turn up well. Like it was like the image was too bright or something, like the lighting.
Okay.
Of course, holding out the rock picture for a long time.
Yep. And of course, I just got like a similar looking rock when I brought him back in like the hunt for
Yeah.
Mr. Dyer and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I used a picture of a rock that looked close enough.
Why don't they shoot this at night?
Had to get a Plinkett reference in a U video.
Ah, yes. Big fan. Big fan.
Yeah. Well, why don't they shoot at night? Most of the times, the monster is just a POV shot.
It's for the best.
Well, yeah.
You know, if it were me, I probably would have referenced this one sci-fi movie with a Sasquatch. The only thing I remember about it is that at a certain point, the Sasquatch rips a man's arm off and beats him with it.
That's great. The way I say, I swear to it, I think was supposed to be like in one of your dire situations where you're like, I love it, I promise.
What did I say that in?
I think it was top movies of 2014.
I love it, I promise.
Yeah, I think you were saying it about the box trolls.
Oh, okay.
And I was clearly like smiling during the dawn shoot up. Wow, why put so much effort into this lumberjack costume?
It's just you and your plaid shirt.
Yeah.
It's great.
The guy from the Christmas video. Tony Ball. Because I really enjoyed that character for some reason.
For some reason. I don't know why.
I guess I thought it was a funny bit.
Well, I killed him off. I said he died of explosive prostate cancer.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. And this one, his line is, "All right, I got into the video."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like that character. Yeah.
Yeah. The T-shirt I used for him in this video was one that it's like some shirt I got at Legoland back in the early 2000s.
Huh.
Still fit well enough, I guess. The same location Ordinary Man's Father was filmed in.
Oh my god, you're on site. That's crazy.
Yeah. And with the Tommy was so wigged because of your old hair.
Of course. Back when I had hair.
Yeah. It's a Good Burger VHS.
Although it's kind of hard to tell. It's a little...
Maybe the rim shot is what makes it, but I love this shot of movie with the rim shot.
I like that too.
Yeah. Ugor. Oh.
That was the best thing I ever made for a while.
Yeah. Award-winning.
It was. Literally.
Yeah. Let's see, the line here about, like, this is going to go out with a bang, that I came up with that on the spot.
It's pretty good. Like, it works.
Yeah, somewhere in the middle of saying, like, having fun, I am, like...
Oh, hey, and that's the gun... Mind. That's the gun you used to famously become Doc Brown for the year.
Yeah, and it's the same gun Don used, so the idea is Chadwick took Don's gun.
Oh, I see.
I love that stabbing moment. Just the looking at the camera, the sound effect, the smile, the stupidity of the meddler.
Although that wouldn't have actually killed the meddler because he's a Time Lord and he would have just regenerated.
Whatever, it's another meddler.
And Chadwick wouldn't have used a gun because he doesn't need to because he's super strong.
Now I just want to see David Tennant as the meddler.
I can only imagine him with his Scottish accent.
Let's see. Ooh, well, Chadwick Jones, look at you. Ooh, crocodile.
Crocodile. But here's the thing. Would he be playing the meddler, as in my character, or would he be playing the meddling monk from the original show?
Your character.
Oh, okay.
Well, there was this weird thing when I was gathering footage for this, like in the Real Player download, for whatever reason, at one point, there were 19 of these Barney thumbnails. Like, with the demonic green Barney, which, like, okay, if that wasn't an omen.
Yeah.
Yeah, some actual thing with Barney walking by Jurassic Park.
Wasn't that when was that from? Is that from the movie?
It's from some, I don't know, maybe it's from special video or something. I think they filmed it at Universal Florida.
Okay, because there's like a
And then
giant there.
I think the giant was a guard.
Oh, okay.
And then the actual thing, they're like, no, I have a feeling we've been here before. Yeah. Well, I don't think there's ever been any dinosaurs here before. Yeah.
But
yeah, so 19 of those Barneys, of those demonic Barneys.
Oh my god.
Like, these Barneys in G major. Luckily I was able to get a picture of it before it went back to normal. The Oogie Loves, and there's a line like, "Oh, you make my pants fall down, Chadwick." Foreshadowing.
Goofy, Toofy, pick up your pants. I have that line memorized too. They say it so often. That movie's a part of my life now. It's inseparable from me.
Yeah. I know you kind of alluded to the old dire situation idea in your Oogie Loves review, so I don't know if it's worth bringing up here.
Yeah.
But yeah, it would have been basically involved a bunch of us, like at least a dozen or like a dozen or so people going to see Oogie Loves dressed in tuxedos and doing a dire situation on it.
Yeah, yeah. What the general idea, of course, being that we'd probably be the only people in the theater.
Yeah.
It's real. It was very poorly received at the time.
So yeah, I guess this whole segment is pretty much the closest I've gotten to doing an Aristocrats joke.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Goes on for like 7 minutes or something.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is, yeah, I'm sure this bit must have been Kill Bosby influenced. So for those not to explain it, context. So you can't really see it now, but Tony Goldmark has a character called Kill Bosby. It's like mainly in his outtakes videos, which you can't publicly see at the moment, but it's like some blue-skinned, bizarre version of Bill Cosby that says the most bizarre, random, fucked up shit. Like, so things like, when I opened the package from Florida and containing the tap dancing elephant, and when you know it, the damn thing's dead. So whenever my kids misbehaved, I shoved them up the elephant's rectum. When I did it with Rudy, the elephant came back to life. So we accepted Rudy as our Lord and Savior, and yeah. Or like this, or like, I don't know, claiming to have been gang raped by the Rugrats. Classic.
That'd be difficult.
Yeah. I see.
Oh
I
my
guess
god,
in this bit,
would that have been an It reference?
huh?
Although that wasn't rape, was it? Yeah, never mind. Not entirely It.
See, I guess earlier I mentioned something like Yenrab Rousinid or something, which is of course Barney dinosaur backwards. I reference some of your personal pet peeves in this, like a Taylor Swift music and Stephen Moffat's handling of Doctor Who, which I remember you were like, yeah, no, I'm the one with the Stephen Moffat problem. Chadwick doesn't know what Doctor Who is.
Yeah, that is the case. But whatever, it's just a big reference of me and Chadwick, and they get kind of confused at points. But I actually kind of referenced the difference between that in that unreleased what was it? Jungle Books reviews.
Yeah.
Where he says, "You're the guy who made that top 5 worst movies list. How dare you? I love American Graffiti."
Oh yeah,
like just referencing that me and him are different people,
yeah.
Even though it's hard to perceive at times.
Was it in the Best New Musical 2015 video? There was a joke I thought of having in there, which I ended up cutting because I didn't like how it was turning out, where That would have been a bit with Chadwick saying, "God damn it, Mist, stop conflating me with Glenn Dyer," whoever that is.
Whoever that is, yeah. I don't think I'm done with movie reviews. I think I might do like a different kind at some point, and I think that one, like, there will be no conflation between me and the character. It'll just be me talking about a movie, but it'll be
Yeah.
like highly edited. That's like what's in my brain at the moment.
Yeah. It was kind of fun, like, listening to a spoiler cast, figuring and having a bit more context for how the meddler's involvement in Masha and the bear would have worked.
Yeah. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Masha and the bear is a topic for another time.
We might still do that. I'm okay with that. Masha and the bear.
Yeah. That was God, that moment when they parodied Avatar.
Oh shit, I just realized in my spoilers thing I didn't mention why the meddler was after Chadwick Jones in the first place. Jesus.
What was
I
it?
didn't have that written down.
Uh, so why was Meddler after Chadwick?
Uh the reason doesn't make sense anymore. The reason was that he confused him with the Aquamariner, which was Chadwick Jones's, which was what Alex was going to be playing as one of a
Okay.
character on his theoretical review show that never
Right.
happened. That was the original reason. I think the reason I was going to come up with later is that somebody on like a board criticized him with "you are dumb," and and he just went on a super vengeance from it, and he tracked down the IP to to the compound and assumed that Chadwick is the one who left that
Yeah.
comment, so he swore a death vengeance against him.
Yeah, considering things that happened, you wrapped up the Meddler story pretty well.
Yeah, I guess like I don't actually put like notices.
Well, I mean, like, with ending it where you did, it was on a note where it's like, yeah, that works on its own.
Where he just gets thrown into a jail cell.
Yeah. Let's see. The Meddler says our carriage awaits because I was involved in a production of Into the Woods at the time, so I was like in Into the Woods mode, and in that show, there's a bit where they're like, carriage, like, ladies, our carriage waits. So, and also, you know, it sounds funny with Meridale.
Yeah, obviously.
Stuff going by fast, including bits of audio that didn't make it. Was it? Let's see. The original stinger for this was going to be a clip of Mrs. Rill in Snowbeast, but I was going to dub in the audio of that actress in Beetlejuice saying, like, he was a troublemaker. He went out on his own as a freelance bioexorcist. But the audio didn't work, so I just had to do that, you know, thing that I ended up doing where the audio isn't playing and I put in, like, Mrs. Rill's afterlife. Oh, there's the It Did Not Disappoint Me.
Yeah, that was actually something I really enjoyed in there too, where you were referencing. This is actually before the end title thing was mandatory on YouTube, so I was making them myself.
Yeah.
And you were referencing that where I'd have like a more CJ and a dire situation thing, and I used the "It Did Not Disappoint Me" clip in that because it's pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm sure I tried to use the clips you used in those actual things.
Yeah.
I couldn't put them side by side, obviously, but hey, it still worked.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Either way, or you're just referencing. But okay. Yeah. I was realizing too when I was making the video, because obviously I knew I was going to cancel it right afterwards. I didn't actually have any like memorabilia to say that this is the brig of the Chadwick Jones of the Dyercentral base. So you could just think it's just a jail. Like, if you wanted to, you could just interpret it as like he was thrown in jail. That's it. That's the end of that.
Hello.
Like, oh, that could have gone better. And yeah, I'd been imagining like when at the end of season 2, like that is exactly how I imagined that resolving itself, where the meddler came back and he had like this big plan he'd been working on for 50 years to try and trap me. It fails instantly. So,
gotta love the meddler.
Oh yeah, he's great. I'll miss him. I'll miss him dearly.
I give him 5 oohs out of ooh.
Yeah, and I if I could He was also the only one whose outfit wasn't ever going to change. I didn't plan on changing his outfit at any point.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's something else I didn't mention. I spent like $200 on of Don Macaroni's new outfit with the general suit and stuff because I had to go down to an army surplus store to get all those badges and stuff. Also, if you look closely, there's a lightning fast VCR repair badge on there.
Of course there is.
But it cost me like $200, and now that suit doesn't fit. It's the jacket is an XX, it's a triple XL East German police uniform, and it is way too large for me. So, like, god damn it. It's a one use only kind of deal, and it cost me $200.
Lousy health.
God damn it. Living longer, feeling better. But I can't wear those costumes. So anyway, since we're here, do you want to watch anything else? There's plenty of things we could talk about.
I'm not sure off the top of my head.
Is there any like old miscellaneous content you'd think you'd want to talk a bit more about, or?
I don't know. I mean, we already talked the Guys and Dolls video on my own channel, so.
That's true. That's true. But just anything that you yourself have made or something, like we can go into that. Or actually, here's a question: like, if you were to do it as more of a roast of me instead, like kind of like how I did it with yours, like, can you picture like what that would have looked like?
I mean, yes and no. I guess maybe at least in this particular context, that wouldn't have been the type of humor I was aiming for.
Okay. I got you.
Like, and of course, not wanting to go too far with anything.
Yeah. And I hope I didn't go too far in my one either. It was meant to be like a...
It did. I don't remember.
I
will mention this on a semi-different topic, some tangentially related matter. Like, with the Oogie Loves thing, I think like I also had an unfair advantage because like at the end of your video, you plugged my Barney review, and I never did that with yours. Like, I included a link, but I didn't say here. I didn't pop up on screen and say here's a link to.
Yeah, in context, I think we both shouldn't have plugged each other's videos, and that might have been the better idea. But yeah,
all that matters is that at this moment I'm seeing Dougal on the bottom left, on the bottom corner of the screen, and that's delightful. Bottom right corner, whatever. Yeah.
Opening to the reef. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, since you're here, may as well talk more about the Thunderpants one, because I didn't go too far into that.
Yeah.
That's...
Let's see. So yeah, that's like you just made that one. It wasn't an actual one for the.
Oh yeah, because I was parodying the words. It is not the actual movie. It is a poorly constructed
review.
This review is not recommended for kids or overly sensitive moms. Thank you for your view count.
Was that a reference to how my mother reacted to the puppy hour Fools joke?
Oh no. It was a reaction to the your VeggieTales review.
Oh yeah, VeggieTales, of course.
Where there was a lot of moms who like, my kid watched your VeggieTales review and you swore in it. and
yeah.
So that was that reference. And fun fact, the reason I put disclaimers at the front of all my season 2 videos is because of the reaction your VeggieTales one got.
Yeah.
And I think
the VeggieTales video.
Yeah. I love that review, but yeah, so some parents were upset because they didn't think it was obvious enough that you weren't like a child-friendly reviewer.
Yeah,
so,
and of course I referenced that controversy in a few of my other things. That is great. That was wonderful.
Like the little walking Alex.
From mine.
I think I got that from his Facebook or something where he's holding the ice cream.
Yeah, something. That was a wonderful thing.
No, you're not.
Dub.
That was because your Dub character, I think I was referencing there.
Yeah, of course.
And I kill him in the first few seconds. That is what we call like an opening scene to establish the context. Is that I am
Yeah.
playing a far
Although
far
your
different
version of
character.
Dub has an actual body.
Yeah. But he's like a silhouette.
Yeah. Pugsley Adams went green.
I love my impression of your voice too. It's pretty great. Oh hey, your mom's in the comments here. My 5-year-old came running. Let's pause this. My
Yeah,
5-year-old
that's the
came
one
running
that
to me.
bugged her so much with the VeggieTales comments. Hello, mother dear. Rupert Grint.
Oh my God, Rupert Grint.
The one actor of the trio to stay for the Diagon Alley expansion in Florida. Props to him.
Yep. I like how I refer to it as the S word, even though I'm going to be swearing a lot in this review. It's like, why not just say the word?
But yeah, like I remember like on the second viewing, like what is it? The second time I watched this, it was like the whole demented mist thing just was even more enjoyable than like, okay, now I know what to expect or whatever.
Yeah. And killed the voiceover guy, so it's already high. Didn't like the VeggieTales before it was like copy stricken? Didn't it get like a really ridiculous amount of views? Like
I
that's what I'm
think
basing this on.
probably because I didn't do what you did, where you have review in the title. I just had like mist, the title of the thing I'm reviewing. Which yeah, that's
Yeah, but didn't it get like? Was it like 100,000 or something? It was
probably
something...
because people look up Rack Shack and Benny VeggieTales and found that.
Yeah, but it was like crazy numbers for like your review. It was like, what the hell happened? Oh yeah, there's my kettle trying to act as if it's a
Well,
bong.
if only you'd had the brows as like a unibrow type thing.
Yeah, I should have. I thickened in the eyebrows because your eyebrows are pretty much thicker than mine. But
Why does
I don't think that.
Why did the doctor look like Conan O'Brien?
I don't know. It's not Conan O'Brien, but he looks a lot like him.
Just out of context, I hear the largest testicles I've ever seen.
Yeah, the baby in the like monitor, for some reason, I think it's just the shape of its butt, but it looks like it has really big testicles. I actually love the opening of this movie too, where like his farting actually causes like serious problems. Oh, and shooting him that second time only got one more view for some reason.
I assume this was made right before Harry Potter.
It was, yeah. And I think it might have been like buried somewhat after Harry Potter came out because like probably the actor didn't want to be associated with it, but it's a surprisingly good movie, so despite being about farts. Oh, there's
West
me
Side
adding
reference.
a musical review.
Well played.
Yeah.
The Emperor.
I tried to put in more musical reviews than I could.
Yeah.
As I said in the other spoiler thing, I really like my impression of of Emperor Palpatine here, or technically Emperor Plagiarism.
Yeah, that would have done it.
Off-Broadway production. Although, as you point out, it technically is off-Broadway anyway.
At the time, at least, it's unfortunately gone now.
Yeah. So it's
Although
not...
it's supposedly going to tour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe I'll go. Maybe I'll try for it. We'll see. Title drop.
Yeah, that's the title.
Yeah.
I'll be Superman 4: The Quest for Peace. And that was me trying to make another obscure reference, but I don't know any obscure references where
What
I said
obscure reference was it?
I was making up some like 1897 play, The Pants of the Clouds is what I said,
Yeah.
but it doesn't
I
exist.
remember later there's some moment where it's like you mentioned some really obscure Broadway play from like the 20s, and like even I don't know what that was.
Yeah, it might have just been totally made up. I don't know. Oh, this is the thing that kept getting this thing copy stricken more than the movie was this song.
Of
Just,
course.
it's like, oh. And I couldn't cut it out. It's fucking hilarious. this scene is so funny.
Was it? If this was like so like if this review was done like I don't know, like a year or two later, like let's say a couple years later, then I don't know, maybe you could have put in like a whole bunch of references to the Broadway theaters because I'm totally geek out over those. Never really brought it up on Mist though, but
I might have. I don't know.
I don't think I really got around to that point, but
I think if I made this later, I probably would have also referenced the Rob reviews as well.
Yeah.
In some way or another. The genuine criticism I said right there, where the hell are the teachers?
Yeah.
Are British schools that bad?
Well played.
Yeah, I gotta reference Harry Potter at least once in like a direct way. But oh, we got 2 people watching right now. Oh my god. That's crazy. So you want to be an Imagineer is here. Hello,
Oh,
sir.
hi! Glad you're here. Glad you can make it.
I don't think I've met you before in real life or in or even on digital life. We might be Facebook friends. I don't know. But anyway,
Yeah.
have you seen Swiss Army Man? I have seen Swiss Army Man. It's really weird. I'm not sure I could talk about it in a review, but it was really weird. I kind of liked it though.
Yeah. Let's see. The root. God, what a sentence. They go to the doctor for the root cause of the chronic farting.
That's what they're doing, though.
I mean, for what it's worth, All Grown Up had an episode where they had to take Dill to the doctor because he couldn't stop burping, but that doesn't sound quite as weird as farting.
No. I'm sure somebody in the world, some poor soul out there, is like genuinely affected with that. But
what,
yeah,
burping or farting?
Chronic farting, like it has to be somewhere. But it probably not as depicted by that. Oh yeah, my interpretation of things was great.
Yeah. Wait, is this where you go to the Tuscaloosa guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, God, this was brilliant.
They said the name of my town.
That's such a great escalation to the gag. Credit to you.
Yeah. And I just have my shirt on backwards as a straitjacket. I'm referencing Deliverance right here.
Oh, is that what that's from?
Yeah. I bring him brain surgeon. Oh yeah, to answer that question or that assertion, I suppose, we're doing a commentary talking about some crossover videos me and Mist have done before. And yeah, I think I'm your Facebook friend, lol. I'm the internet friend competing for misaffections. Well, I'm afraid there's no competition, sir. I've known him for much longer.
Well, are we talking about different internet facets of me? Like, say, Mist, or Monkey, or myself?
Yeah. I don't think I've ever encountered you as Monkey. Although, technically, we're using Google Hangouts, so are you Monkey?
It's hard to say. Not this time.
No, we're just calling you Mist this time.
Yeah. Fits with whomever.
Yeah, I get you.
It would have been, considering me, it would have been fitting if you referenced James and the Giant Peach, because Simon Callow.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that, to be honest.
I mean, I get it. Like,
Oh yeah, and there's is that Andrea
the
Martin?
Andrea Martin gag.
It's only Keira Knightley.
Yeah.
I just brush over it.
God, this Photoshop. Yeah, for a roast. Yeah, pretty. For this kind of roast. Yeah, that's a good way to go with the gag.
Yeah, that is a horrific Photoshop. It doesn't blend well at all, but that's
like,
what makes it
funny.
funny.
What if Andrea Martin actually saw this video?
I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it.
I'm saying, what if?
Yeah.
But
she'd be very confused, I'm sure.
It's funny, the first time I mentioned Andrea Martin, it wasn't a love fest. I'm just like, why is Andrea Martin in this?
Yeah. But yeah, fun fact, I think this movie was like the first like Keira Knightley debut. I think this was the first movie she was ever in.
Oh, this!
Reference Les Miserables.
Not just Les Mis, but that particular sound clip.
Yeah, well, I think what I did is I just wrote down
things.
I just wrote down like all the musical or play references I know, and I was like, how can I put this in somewhere? And that was one of the references I knew.
Yeah, I had seen I get that you probably wouldn't have known this at the time, but oh god, this scene.
I mean, for the question, answering the question there. I'll pause this really quick.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, what? Pause, you dang it. There you go. There we go. Pause. So yeah, the context of the view counter, Imagineer's asking. The premise of this video is that I'm trying to be as offensive as possible so I can make a bunch of money. And well, Mist is, to be more accurate. It's trying to be as offensive as possible to make more money. So this view counter is basically showing just how successful this venture is in the view count. So the more offensive or horrible things happen, the higher it goes. So
considering what's about to happen, good time to ask about that particular question.
Yeah, because at this moment,
to the counter.
At this moment, it's going to lower because because I'm doing something deeply terrible.
Yeah, just something
where
it
starts lowering like 25 million at a time. And yeah, this is referencing. It was like your Alice in Wonderland review where you loop a laugh for a while?
Because I didn't record enough laughing, but
yeah.
What kind of book is that?
I think that was just some sort of travel guide. I forget. It was just a book I had nearby.
2000.
Just one person, and that one person told nobody else to watch it. That's what happens. If I'd made that now, by the way, I know a way to where I can make it like scroll like naturally and stuff, so it would have looked a little better. Turned out fine for how it is, but I could have made that look a lot nicer if I'd made that now.
Let's see. But yeah, so as I was saying, like if, like I get why you may not have known this reference, but
that was a reference to your line of "I know it's going to be in my nightmares tonight."
Yeah, my running gag. Yeah, so what I was gonna say was that what's it called? Like how, like theoretically, you could have referenced.
Oh god, this scene writing it was great.
So what I was trying to say, like with this tenor character in the movie, like you could have referenced like the tenor character from Phantom of the Opera. So, oh well.
Yeah. Oh god, I just called him a failed abortion. Jesus Christ.
God.
I have a very dark sense of humor. I hope people.
Wow, that totally didn't show. Yeah. Yeah, damn. Like that Phantom reference could have been fun.
Could have been. Well, you know, this scene here where he says, "I won't take no for answer. I'm taking you on the tour." Like, real life, like, that's pretty freaking awkward, isn't it?
Isn't that kidnapping?
Well, kind of. I don't think he consults anyone. He just like they just walk off together, and his mom doesn't. I guess she doesn't
The
care because she's
crown!
like, the crown. I did. Oh my god! I should have referenced that. Oh no! Wait, no, we did
No,
this
you
at the same
couldn't have.
time. I couldn't
Yeah,
have.
we were I remember being concerned because when you made your surprise visit back around this time, because like, oh crap, I'm in the middle of working on that, and he might discover secrets or whatever.
Oh yeah. Oh my god! Plagiarism. Me down at the karaoke bar.
I remember there was this idea of like, not so much an idea, but it would have been great if, I'm sure I mentioned this in the Guys and Dolls commentary, it would have been great if we had a thing of the Meddler and Emperor plagiarism out bowling. Like if we filmed that at some bowling alley in character.
Yeah. That would have been fun. We could
Yeah.
probably do like an live on set thing, go down 10-pin bowling.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, we'd probably get kicked out though.
For being weird. Yeah.
Yeah, like
probably.
Me and the Emperor get up.
Maybe. I don't know. If we make it obvious, it's just like we're just teenagers having fun. We're not being crazy.
Well, if we did it back then, we'd be teenagers.
Yeah. Oh, this is referencing something that you did a lot in your thing where you're like, internet, make a meme of this.
Yeah, your follow-up to that is pretty brilliant. Like, why don't you do what I ask? That's classic. That's
why
great.
don't you talk to me? I actually didn't add those subtitles. The song is literally. I'm pretty sure this is an actual opera song, but they put in like joke subtitles for it.
Yeah.
I feel like a right idiot.
I'm reminded of that bit on The Simpsons where Homer was an opera, but he could only sing well when he was on his back. So they're like, Rodolfo, why are you laying down? I hurt my foot. But they're singing in Italian or something, and it's like on the titles projected above the stage.
Wow. Also, can you imagine this where the guy's just like, no, you were a fake this whole time. That kid was actually farting, and that's how that hack works. Like, who would believe him? Like, even if this was revealed on stage.
Falling
it's
Lights at an opera, another potential Phantom reference.
That's true. I could have. Although, to be fair, I don't think I'd seen any adaptation of Phantom of the Opera before then.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, it would have been funny, like, if you worked in the Phantom music.
Wait. Yeah, I probably should.
Wait. Back it up.
Oh, I did just mention Phantom.
Did you mention it there? Yeah. Okay,
I did. Let's rewind. Let's rewind a bit.
Wait. Okay.
Yeah, it's because I'm building up to the Frozen moment.
Yeah. Where was I actually do kind of look forward to Frozen 2. I haven't seen. I've avoided trailers, whatever. I'm just interested to see how it turns out.
Wait, that's real?
Frozen 2?
Yeah?
Yeah, it comes out around Thanksgiving.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hollywood is dead to me. See, that's a me reference, referencing Frasier. Oh, god damn it. I didn't memorize that right.
Iggy Azalea?
Agata Gazim.
She didn't even play Anna.
I'm terrible. I'm sorry.
Whatever. It's kind of, it works, I guess. If this was nowadays, then it could have been like a thing of like, oh, this was, and like it would have been me connecting Broadway theaters. Like, this had that with that person who was in this at that theater.
Yeah. Well, this whole section was just to bring context to this Frozen impression.
Oh yeah.
There you go, everybody. Famous times, famous moment.
Yeah. Elements of Frozen have gotten better since the movie. Maybe like a few elements. I like the ride.
Sure.
Yeah. I remember, like, at least in my mind, I had an Archibald Snatcher cover album of this song. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I.
What?
Oh yeah, that
This is
actually
only
happened
like
in
the
the
third
movie.
time I've watched this video.
Oh my god, yeah. They literally that literally happens. They're going to put him in a firing squad.
He was already wearing stripes earlier in the movie, so why that costume isn't very different.
Yeah, well, I guess it's striped pants as well.
Yeah. I know.
But it was like
Here
firing
come the
squad for
man in...
like fraud and opera. Is that an appropriate response?
I don't know. Here come the men in black.
Man in Black, Galaxy Defenders.
Like on the Men in Black alien attack ride at Universal Studios Florida.
I've never been to Florida.
It's probably not too bad a thing.
No, this is Patrick.
Yeah.
This movie's great.
There is an
I don't
obscure
listen-
just listening to this monologue, there is a kind of obscure theater reference I could make.
I'm sure you could have, but I couldn't think of it.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't have told you about it. So where's Matilda?
I think she'd be like 50 years old by now, wouldn't she?
I mean,
That's set in
depends
the
on
past,
when
isn't it?
the adaptation happened. It takes place.
I guess. I had fun doing that.
Yeah.
That was great.
I get a feeling it was easier to perform Thing your way than my way.
You'd think, yeah. Well, especially since it's purposely made to look bad. That also helps.
Well, I mean,
Because obviously you can
you know.
see me there. I love the fairy tale aspect to this too, for how stupid it is. Like, especially the fact that like the kids are the ones who run NASA. It's like, that's fun. That's cute.
Yeah. That would have been funny if somehow the Mission Space ride at Epcot tied into Thunderpants.
Oh yeah, I make an anti-religion reference there. So we're at like 20 billion right now?
Yeah.
I think that's the most watched video on YouTube at this point. What is the #1 most viewed video right now? It's not Gangnam Style anymore, is it?
I don't know.
Let me look that up.
I'm looking it up for you. Most viewed YouTube video. Okay, it is Gangnam. Wait, is it Gangnam or
Uptown Funk, apparently.
yeah?
Wait, what the hell? Masha and the Bear Recipe for Disaster is in the top 10?
Wait, you had that Grinch Night reference in there? Well played.
I think I did, yeah. Yeah.
Yay, references to me things.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Chef Fredo, I forgot you put him in.
I forgot too.
From my old channel, my original channel.
I knew I had to put something
Fredo the Chef, here in hell. That's great.
Yeah, I knew I had to reference Free or Free Nobody. And this was...
Yeah. Brilliant.
I had fun, and I was like, when Rob sees this, he's gonna love it. When I was writing this scene and putting it in there.
I have a feeling you may have shared some elements of this video with me, but told me about it while you were making it, like the counter and the Chef Fredo bit. Oh well, still a good bit.
Yeah. That was supposed to be a note for you, but of course it'll never happen.
Where was I?
That's okay. Do what you want to do, man. What makes you happy?
Looks like the song Despacito is the most viewed video.
That makes sense.
But what the fuck? Masha and the Bears at number 4?
I know. That's what I point out. Masha and the freaking bear.
And it's the highest one that's not a music video.
Why? Oh, I'm remaking your end title, but I do it in my way with my editing style.
Well, hey, take the thing and make it a joke. Good, you may as. That's what we're here for.
I put in Shaft for some reason.
Is any of that New York?
Yeah, that was Shaft.
Okay, so.
and The Room, of course, because why not?
Claudette.
$28 billion. Yep.
Yeah. Get all the
it can go on. I like how it's not proportional how high it gets.
Yeah.
Like it's just going up in orders of magnitude every time. It just keeps going.
And that's kind of inconsistent, though.
It is. I kind of thought of that later. It was like, wait a second. But I'm trying to be offensive is the point, so.
Yeah. I think that may have been my idea, actually. And then what is it? One of the thumbnails, I didn't notice until, like, you were over here and we were watching.
Oh.
Wait, why did it black out?
I don't know. Let me rewind that. Because that was actually a somewhat ironic joke.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's like.
It's blank for some reason. That's weird. That's actually kind of ironic because it was meant to show like a copywritten screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
and then like, was it on the side you had like thumbnails from, was it my videos?
Yeah. Well, actually, let me see if I can I find video?
Yeah, it was like thumbnails from I think my videos, but then one of them was the picture of me from Extreme Chess, and
the title said "lol."
It was a picture I really didn't care for. I probably still don't care for it.
Let me see if I can find the Vimeo version. Maybe that one's more complete. Let me see.
Because like, what was it? So yeah, it was like you were over visiting, and we were watching this on my TV, and we paused it so I could like see what all the things were on the thumbnail, and I see that picture, and yeah, and I was probably like, "Oh, fuck you!" That was a delightful moment of discovery.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get all the bitches.
There it is.
There it is.
Yeah, so Carol Channing? Live, Mr. Dyer gets a prostate exam.
I like pizza, Trollolo 6 words, for anal wax. Nerd spends 4 weeks playing something.
And that's Dylan. That's Dylan's head to the Photoshop there.
Oh!
Yeah, this video contains content from every...
soda.
Oh yeah, that's the ad. Brickle soda. But yeah, this video contains content from everyone who has blocked it on copyright grounds.
I know it's too early for the reference, but I'm just picturing that bit of like Stingy claims copyright on everything.
Oh, I don't know about that.
What? You've shown me where it's, you know, we're number 1, but Stingy claims everything.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, now I know what you're talking about. But yeah. I want to see that video, I like pizza. That sounds fun.
Yeah, I wonder how the eagle plays into it. Maybe, I don't know, something to do with America?
I was trying to, like, think of really dumb things I can put here.
Yeah.
And I knew the first one had to be a live video of some sort.
Yeah. But,
I should
yay,
have put one of your characters in like retrospect. It should have been like
yeah,
Emperor Plagiarism or somebody, but
yeah, or like the bowling match. I don't know.
something like that.
Yeah, Carol Channing,
Carol Channing?
R.I.P. I just love, yeah, I love how you say in the Brave Little Toaster video your delivery of Carol Channing.
Oh yeah, and I scratch out your name. Haha. And I put in like a joke in the credits as well, where I say scenes and sounds from blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, I own none of these. I own one of these. I wish I owned one of these.
Oh, it's art! Ha!
Yeah, I put him at the very end.
Gotta love art.
And I did this because I had no idea what I could possibly do with the character.
Yeah.
So I just have him walk off into the distance to the Incredible Hulk theme. There we go. Okay.
Yay.
So there's that. We reviewed both of our April Fool's thingamajigs. And yeah, thanks for beating me on the Barney one.
Oh yeah, right, that.
Because yeah, I loved talking about Oogie Loves. I loved it.
It would have been, maybe it would have been fun if we had done an Oogie Loves crossover for your channel, but
maybe. But either way,
yeah,
Oogie Loves is a gift from God.
For you.
For me, yeah. Apparently, it was the right person because you hated it, like legit hate it.
It was fun. I remember, what was it? It was like I was driving Alex and Dylan to the movie theater for the Cinderella Dyer situation, and I was talking about how, like, it did, like, my hopes weren't met for Oogie Loves, and they were like, "You had expectations for it?"
Well, yeah, because like for me, when I first saw the movie, like I knew like some of the backstory and stuff, but I had no idea what the movie was like. Like, as I said, like I was watching it, and during like after the initial song, obviously, because like the initial song is kind of dull, but afterwards, I watch it, and I am just laughing on the floor, like not literally on the floor, but like laughing hysterically at it, and I have so many.
Are we talking Firestarter levels?
Not that much, although to be honest, with Firestarter, I was like pumping it up a bit for the show, but
well,
but
I meant no, not on the show. I meant in real life.
Well, I meant in real life too, because I was in front of people, and it's funny, but it was also pretty damn funny at the time. For those of you who don't know, and I'm honestly not sure why you will, we saw Firestarter in one of our classes, and the scene at the end where the little girl is blowing up things with her mind, it had me laughing hysterically and like out of breath watching it. And I think the teacher commented that I was making noises she didn't think was humanly possible.
Yeah, or at least out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Dylan and Alex were covering your face with their yearbooks.
Yeah. It was good times. That was good times. And that was why a friend insisted on me reviewing it. Though
yeah, he was in the class too, right?
Yeah. Although I still, at the time, I was like, I don't think that would be a good idea, but he kept insisting, so I did. And ultimately, I don't think it was a very good idea. It was just that one moment, really.
Yeah.
As I've learned, you should really only do it if you have a lot to say.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then you probably shouldn't.
Yeah, Oogie Loves. I remember like being especially like pissed at the moment where they were trying to get the balloon in the hangar. It's like, why didn't you just use the trampoline below the balloon or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah, you'd think, but
yeah. And it did lead to my only regret is Oogie Loves.
My only regret is Oogie Love.
Like, out of when I was thinking of how to do that Doc Brown bit, like that Oogie Loves line was like the mainstay throughout the evolution of that bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty cool that you managed to become Doc Brown
Yeah,
in a year or
that
two.
was amazing. Someone
But
was like, clearly he hasn't heard of Food Fight.
oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh.
Yo,
I
customers.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're comparable. Cause in Oogie Loves,
Yeah.
he doesn't say much at all. He only
And
has the
then,
one line.
yeah,
Good
it's
luck
like,
on your big balloon adventure.
yeah, and then Food Fight is like he's insane.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on there. That was some crazy directing happening with that movie.
The character was an android.
Was he, or was he
Yeah, it
just?
was a
Oh,
robot controlled by the villain.
that's right. I don't understand that movie. I wouldn't review that one either because I found it very dull.
Yeah,
Overall.
it was boring.
Um, Imagineer's asking thoughts on Cool Cat. I haven't seen any of the Cool Cat movies. I've seen reviews of them, and uh, uh, Derek, is it Derek Savage? Is his name? He sounds very delusional. Um, that's about all I got.
I
Uh,
heard he's like trying to get PewDiePie to appear in Cool Cat Stops the School Shooting.
Just the very fact that that's the title of a video is pretty hilarious. But yeah, he's trying to get PewDiePie on there. I don't know if PewDiePie's responded to that. Uh, I'm not
I
sure he
know.
should.
I know that I'm gonna have. I know that Cool Cats is in my future.
Oh, you're gonna do a Cool Cat thing for it, or what?
No, Mr. So You Want to Be an Imagineer Tiki Fella is gonna be showing me that movie when he visits next.
Oh, fun. Well, maybe
Yeah.
we'll meet up when you visit next. You never know.
Hold on,
But
wait.
what?
Just a little reference for him. He must have been a cool cat.
Indeed, a very
He'll
cool.
get it. He'll get it.
I'm pretending that I understand. Indeed.
Yeah.
But yes, I do hope that Cool Cat does stop that school shooting. That would be that would be very handy. Actually, that Cool Cat takes place in the Los Angeles area, right? You could probably meet Derek Savage.
Hmm.
You could do like a on the ground reporting sort of thing.
Okay, I'm definitely going to be on the lookout for if they use the Universal set.
Yeah,
Universal Jack lot.
maybe they'll do a parade down Sunshine Boulevard again, and and you can like be like, "Whoa, it's Derek Savage."
El Capitan Theaters showing Cool Cat Saves the Kids.
Sure.
That would be what a waste of space.
Join our Galaxy's Edge group, we'd have 6 people and could fill up a Falcon cockpit. Oh my God, Galaxy's Edge. That's the Star Wars thing, right? Star
Yeah.
Wars Land. All right.
Oh yeah, I hear what he's saying. Yeah, join our group for that.
Okay.
So that we'd have a group of 6.
Well, I'll be down there early August, so I don't know if that's when
This
it's
is
happening.
mid-September.
God damn it! Well, always a quick miss.
Yeah, it is.
It seems like it. I remember there was one time I missed you by like a day or two.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh well, someday it'll happen. Worlds will collide, planets will be destroyed, uh, things will happen. It'll change your life. You'll look back on it and you'll say that was a moment in my life that happened.
Yeah, planets, worlds collide, planets align. You get your chocolate in my peanut brittle.
Peanut brittle? Isn't it just peanut butter?
Yeah,
Or is that a reference to something?
No, I'm being different.
Oh my God, originality! Fuck me! Jesus Christ! Okay.
Brought to you by The Beast from Disney's Beauty and the Beast. The cartoon, not Hermione and Krampus.
You have to specify that now. Fuck me.
Okay, because
Oh, geez.
there's some old Reese's commercial with like, you got your peanut butter and my chocolate, and one of the guys in the commercial is the voice of the Beast.
Oh.
Before he was the Beast, but yeah.
Oh my god, there's a freaking those. How many live action remakes are coming out this year? The Disney live action remakes, like
See, we
6 or
got
something.
Dumbo. Let's see, we got Dumbo, Aladdin, Lion King, and Maleficent 2.
Don't they also have Milan coming along?
Not this year, but that's coming along.
Jesus fucking Christ! I look at that
Okay,
Lion King
Mulan is the
trailer.
one. I'll give Mulan this. That's the one I'd say is the most. What's the word? Sounds like it is the
Improvable?
most promise.
I
Was
guess.
it? There's rumors
Do you,
of Hercules now.
do you think they'd do that "Make a Man Out of You" song again?
No, it's
Or
not
is
going to
that?
be a musical.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they won't do that. But when I look at that Lion King movie, the trailers for that, like it makes me legitimately angry when I see that. More so than even the others, because like I saw a cover on a thing for like the Lion King, and I look at it, and they look like two lions, and it pisses me off because clearly they spent so much money on this. They look spectacular. They look exactly like lions, but I look at their face and I'm like, what are these characters thinking?
Yeah,
I
like
don't know,
Simba
because
looks
they look like
from the big
lions.
paw print.
Yeah, like, is he feeling sad, lonely, happy, ecstatic?
Scared,
It's a
nervous.
lion. I don't know.
I
Like,
mean, lion cubs are adorable, but this needs a little more than that.
yeah, and like in the new one of the newer trailers, they show like a rendition of that scene where Simba's growing up in the song, like the Hakuna Matata song, and like in the cartoon, they're like dancing, they're swaying their heads to the beat and stuff, and in the trailer, they're just walking, and it looks awkward. Like I'm just wondering, why doesn't that lion eat that pig? Like it doesn't translate. It looks terrible.
Yeah, I saw
But
a picture book like based on the new Lion King the other day, just yesterday.
mhm. Well,
But
like the reason it pisses me off is just because like it's so expensive. They spent so much money on this.
it's
Like
not like there's already a 2+ hour live action Lion King that's pretty similar to the movie.
what, the musical or
Yeah,
the stage musical?
yeah.
Yeah, but like at the very least, those are actual people who have actual faces, and I can tell what they're thinking.
Precisely.
That works fine. But like I'm talking with this, you spend like $200 million on it, and the movie that costs less than a tenth of the price gives you way more emotional resonance just because they knew what they were doing, and it's
Hell,
frustrating as hell.
the Lion King, the original movie cartoon was in theaters for a couple of weeks 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like they put it back in theaters, but like just for 2 weeks and just at AMC, and there was like no advertising for it. Eh.
Yeah. Imagineers pointing out the oh god, Lady and the Tramp is going to be on Disney Plus. Is that going to be live action, or is that
Yeah,
going to be like actual dogs?
or maybe
That look,
CGI dogs.
oh Jesus Christ. But yeah, yeah, he's pointing out that it's similar to the Enchanted Objects and Beauty and the Beast. Hyper
There's this
realism
funny
over
thing I
expensive.
saw. There's this funny thing I saw on Twitter where it was like, so you're losing your shit over a realistic looking warthog, but you loved these Lovecraftian things, and it's like a picture of the live action Pumbaa with the live action Cogsworth.
Oh my god, yeah. Ugh.
Oh,
And we all know our thoughts on Beauty and the Beast. We went on that for an hour.
over an hour, kind
I
of.
really need to do my Aristocats trailer now. That has to happen.
Gotta love the
And
irony of like the original idea was like, yeah, I joined in for whenever you talked about a Disney live action remake, and then we get to this year with the three ones happening. I'm like, I am not seeing those in theaters.
I haven't seen a single damn one of them, especially that Dumbo one. Like isn't the original movie like 60 minutes long? Like how the hell are you gonna pad
Practically.
that out? And of course, that's concluded with the stuff they're gonna have to cut for PC reasons. So it's like, oh my god, how much fillers are gonna be in this thing? I don't want to watch that. And also, in the original movie, didn't they name him Dumbo, like, as a cruelty thing? Like,
Yeah.
they were making fun of him? Like, why are those nice kid characters calling him Dumbo? Wouldn't they give him a nicer name?
I think it was something with like a sign falling weird or something, like a happy birthday, Jumbo's Junior sign falls so it looks like it says Dumbo, however it works.
That's dumb.
Bo.
That's really Dumbo, yeah. Because like in the original movie, I think the line was something like Jumbo, more like Dumbo.
Precisely.
Yeah, like the elephants were being mean. But... Oh, I misread you there, Imagineer. I thought you said Justin Trudeau is the tramp, but Justin Theroux. That would be a much better match than the Prime Minister of Canada. I agree.
I thought you were going to say something like Justin Scarred.
Justin Scarred.
Theme
Oh
park
yeah,
guy.
speaking of Scar, I hear like the new Scar and he just sounds gravelly. I'm like, you don't sound evil enough. It's wrong.
I don't know.
I'm Scar.
I'm just going to wait till these things are streaming.
And he doesn't even have a black mane. Like, why? Couldn't you give him a black mane? Real lions, some of them have black manes. That's a thing. Jesus Christ.
I'll still give some defense to Mary Poppins Returns.
Yeah. Oh. I'm not watching that. I'm not watching any Marvel films after Endgame either. Just spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't plan on watching Star Wars ever again too. But that's a different topic.
Okay, so maybe it works out that you won't be able to do Galaxy's Edge.
Maybe. I don't know. This Galaxy's Edge, is it called that for a reason, or does it just sound cool? Like, is that a plot thing?
I think it's an outer territory place, like planet or something, so maybe a mix of that and sounds cool.
All right. Well,
I mean, the planet has a name.
Oh my god.
Maybe it
the
just
planet's called Zoomdadoogaloo.
Batu.
And Batu?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Get George Lucas in on this. We need his creativity. That's half a joke, half not.
I would be down for B. Arthur at the Cantina.
I would be down for B. Arthur at the Cantina too. Although, to be fair, he wasn't creatively involved in the holiday special. The director maintained that he sent him dailies, and George Lucas approved them all. So it's not like he's not responsible for that. He was just highly neglectful.
Anyway,
okay, I guess we're coming to the end of this. We've talked for a lot more than about Snowbeast. I'll have to change the title later, but that's okay. It was definitely fun talking to you in the broadcast here.
Yeah, same.
So I guess unless you have anything else to say, I'll just end the broadcast.
The Crown!
The Crown! All right, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll talk to you later.